Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lexi and today I'm going to be doing my August TBR list. I'm making this video because I really just want to get a list of everything that I want to try and get to in August and also to get some recommendations for you guys of what else I should try and check out. The first book I'm going to be trying to read this month is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. There's been a lot of hype surrounding this book lately and I'm just super excited. From what I've heard, it's all about magic and it kind of has Black Panther vibes, which was one of my favorite movies this year, and I'm just super excited to really dive into this fantasy world. I don't know a whole lot about this book and that's how I prefer going into books, is being pretty much in the dark, so I'm just really excited to be surprised. And also this cover is gorgeous even without the dust jacket. It is just so pretty and I'm absolutely in love. It has a map, which is one of my absolute favorite things about a book, so I'm just really excited about this one. The second book that I'm going to be trying to get to in August is Girl Wash Your Face by Hollis. So this book actually came from a recommendation from my mom. She read it and loved it and thought that both my sister and I should give it a chance. It's a nonfiction, kind of like a self-help, almost like motivational type book. It has a lot of different life advice and just general good thoughts, and my mom just thought that we would enjoy it. It should be a pretty quick read, but I'm excited to get to it nonetheless. The third book I'm going to be trying to read this month is another one that has a lot of hype surrounding it, and that is Furyborn by Claire Legend. Again, another gorgeous cover. You know that there's two queens in this story, a blood queen and a light queen, and it's told in a really interesting format. It's told through flashbacks, and so we're always constantly going back and forth between the two different stories, and you're pretty much left guessing which queen is which. So I'm really excited to get into this one and hopefully will love it as much as other people have. The fourth book I'm going to be trying to read this month is Bright We Burn by Kiersten. Bright We Burn is the third book in the Conqueror's saga. I read And I Darken in the beginning of June and absolutely loved it. I don't normally read historical fiction, so this was a little bit of a different take for me, but I absolutely fell in love. I'm currently reading Now I Rise on my Kindle, so I'm hoping to finish that by the end of July so that I can start in August the third book and finish up the series. For those of you who don't know, the Conqueror's saga is based in the Ottoman Empire. This series follows our main character, Lada, who is based on Vlad the Impaler but gender swapped, so it's basically his story but if he were a female. I absolutely love this story. The sibling relationship between Lada and her brother Radu is fantastic. It's one of the best sibling relationships that I've read in a long time. It is more of a political novel, so be aware of that going in because the story is a little bit slower paced, but if you can push through the slower pace, it's totally worth it. There's characters that you can root for, characters that you can root against, and I just highly recommend. Even if you're not used to the historical fiction genre, I would highly recommend this. I'm much more of a fantasy reader and I did not even bat an eye at just being completely absorbed by this world, and it's also fun just to learn about different time periods. I really did not know anything about this time period before going in and I feel like I learned so much while reading it. Another book I'm trying to get to this month is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I've read a couple books by V.E. Schwab in the past, but I have heard people been raving about Vicious, and I saw that it recently got the new cover design, and so I'm definitely thinking about trying to check that out. I read the description for this book and it just sounds super intriguing and definitely up my alley. This story follows Victor and Eli, two boys who are college roommates, and I know that they have some sort of a shared experience where they both are trying to gain powers and learn about different things in college. Something supernatural happens. We jump to 10 years later and Victor and Eli are now kind of on opposing sides and they've drifted apart, and I think we follow their story and how that happened and what the consequences are. Again, I don't really super know what it's about, but that's how I like going into books. I like being surprised. I don't like knowing the plot. I just like immersing myself in the story right away, so I'm sorry if my summaries aren't that great. So if you want to find out more, you can look them up on Goodreads or Amazon or something. Another thing I'm looking forward to this month, even though it's not an actual book, but it is book related, is the Darkest Minds movie. This is based off the book of the same name by Alexandra Bracken, and I actually read this series this year. Listened, I did it on Audible. So this is super fresh in my mind, so I'm really excited to see the movie and see where it goes. I've seen the trailer and I'm a little bit apprehensive, but I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. So that's it. That's my August TBR. I don't have any other books on my list that I for sure want to get to, but I definitely want to be trying to read more before I go back to school. So if you guys have any ideas of books to read, please let me know down below in the comments. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!